Brownie, you're doing a heck of a job. The FEMA director's working 24 hours.
Don't wanna be an American idiot.
We got an issue in America. Too many good docs are getting out of business. Too many OBGYNs aren't able to practice their love with women all across this country.
I think that if there was a magic wand to say, okay, drop price, I'd do that. I think it was in the Rose Garden where I issued this brilliant statement. If I had a magic wand, but the president doesn't have a magic wand. You just can't say, low gas.
There's an old saying in Tennessee, I know it's in Texas, probably in Tennessee, that says, fool me once, shame on you.
If fool me, we can't get fooled again. So I hear the voices, and I read the front page, and I know the speculation, but I'm the decider, and I decide what is best.
You agree with the Bush doctrine?
In what respect, Charlie?
Bush, well, what do you interpret it to be?
His worldview?
What other Supreme Court decisions do you disagree with?
Well, let's see. There's, of course, in the great history of America.
Is an abortion clinic bomber a terrorist under this definition? Governor?
Well, I don't know if you're going to use the word terrorist there.
Say it ain't so, Joe. There you go again, pointing backwards again, though. You prefaced your whole comment with the Bush administration. Now, doggone it, let's look ahead. And I come from a house full of school teachers. My grandma was. My dad, who's in the audience today, he's a school teacher, had been for many years. My brother, who I think is the best school teacher in the year. And there's a shout out to all those third graders at Gladyswood Elementary School. You get extra credit for watching this debate.
That's why we got in so much
Would you like to have an opportunity to answer that before we
I'm
move
still on the tax thing because I want to correct you on that again. And I want to let you know what I did as a mayor and as a governor. And I may not answer the questions the way that either the moderator or you want to hear, but I'm going to talk straight to the American people and let them know my track record also.
Today, polls show that 60% of women have an unfavorable opinion of you. Why do you think you've lost that connection?
I don't look at polls, so I would not be able to answer that. You would have to poll one of those females, ask them perhaps why anything has changed there. I don't care what the polls say, though. I honestly don't.
Ooh, Barracuda.
20 million of you will be dropped. So you're going to have to replace a $12,000 plan with a $5,000 check you've just given to the insurance company. I call that the ultimate bridge to nowhere.
Thank you, Senator.
We will end this war. For John McCain, there is no end in sight to end this war. Fundamental difference. We will end this war.
Governor.
He has been no maverick on the things that matter to people's lives. He voted 4 to 5 times for George Bush's budget, which put us $500 billion in debt this year and over $3 trillion in debt since he's got there. He has not been a maverick in providing health care for people. He voted against including another 3.6 million children in coverage of the existing health care plan when he voted in the United States Senate. He's not been a maverick when it comes to education. He has not supported tax cuts and significant changes for people being able to send their kids to college. He's not been a maverick on the war. He's not been a maverick on virtually anything that generally affects the things that people really talk about around their kitchen table. So maverick he is not on the important critical issues that affect people at that kitchen table.
Last week, I had a debate, at least I think it was a debate, with Governor Palin. And last night, Barack had his second debate with John McCain. Now, I realize I'm slightly prejudiced about our ticket, but if this was the best of 5 series, it'd be over. It'd be done.
How is Senator Obama not being a Marxist if he intends to spread the wealth around?
Are you joking? Is this a joke?
No.
Or is that a real question?
That's a question. Getting back to the spreading the wealth question, what do you say to the people who are concerned that Barack Obama will want to turn America into a socialist country much like Sweden?
I don't know anybody who thinks that except the far right wing of the Republican Party.
Five former secretaries of state who I admire enormously: Henry Kissinger, Jim Baker, Larry Eagleburger, Al Haig, Jim Baker, Henry Kissinger, Al Haig, Larry Eagleburger, and one other. And over.
Joe's with us today. Joe, where are you? Where is Joe? Is Joe here with us today? Joe, I thought you were here today. All right. Well, you're all Joe the plumber, so all of you stand up and say, I thank you.
I can't trust Obama. I have read about him, and he's an Arab. He is not. No.
No, ma'am. No, ma'am. He's Senator Obama's supporters have been saying some pretty nasty things about Western Pennsylvania lately, and you know, I couldn't agree with them more. I couldn't disagree with you. I couldn't agree with you more than the fact that
billions for the oil companies, and it was sponsored by Bush and Cheney. You know who voted for it? You might never know. That one. You know who voted against it? Me.
Children, what's that sound? Everybody look what's going down.
The choice is between the right change and the wrong change, between going forward and going backward. And that's not change we can believe in. That's not change we can believe in. And that's not change we can believe in. That's not change we can believe in.
We've heard a lot of talk about change this year. The question is, change to what? To me, change is a government that doesn't let banks and oil companies rip off the American people. Change is when we finally fix healthcare instead of just talking about it.
I was born by the river.
But now, suddenly, John McCain says he's about change too. He's even started using some of my lines, saying he and Governor Palin would bring, guess what? The change that we need. He had this in an advertisement. Sound familiar? We all love this country, no matter where we live or where we come from. Black, white, Hispanic, Asian, Native American, young, old, rich, poor, gay, straight, city dwellers, farm dwellers. It doesn't matter. We're all together. So in the last couple of days, we've seen a barrage of nasty insinuations and attacks, and I'm sure we're going to see more of that. We know what's coming. We know what they're going to do. It will not work. Not this time. Nothing's easier than riling up a crowd by stoking anger and division. By the end of the week, he'll be accusing me of being a secret communist because I shared my toys in kindergarten. I shared my peanut butter and jelly sandwich.
You know, Senator McCain in the last debate and today again suggested that I don't understand. It's true. There are some things I don't understand. I don't understand how we ended up invading a country that had nothing to do with 9/11, while Osama bin Laden and Al-Qaeda are setting up base camps and safe havens to train terrorists to attack us. That was Senator McCain's judgment, and it was the wrong judgment. When Senator McCain was cheerleading the president to go into Iraq, he suggested it was going to be quick and easy. We'd be greeted as liberators. That was the wrong judgment.
You know, everybody in this auditorium, at some point, somebody stood up for you. You know, some of you had parents or grandparents who, they couldn't go to college, but they fought so you could go to college. You had parents or grandparents, they couldn't start their own business, but they struggled so you could start your own business. They might not have been able to vote, but they marched and fought so you could vote.